Today we're doing a fun little video. We're only accepting orders over $10 or more. And let's see what we can get into. We're driving both my car and the fiance's car today. It's going to be a mix and match. Around 10 o'clock, the fiance has an appointment, so she's going to be doing possibly a few deliveries or not. It is Wednesday. This is the reason why I'm doing this. Trying to maximize our time out as well as time at home to do some edits because, you know, we're trying to live that financial free life where we get to invest some of the money that we make here and start it today. But we got our first order. It's a McDonald's order. Let's get it started. Just had an order that was literally 10 cents off of $10. It was a 9-mile order, $9.50. So close. We're trying to have fun today. We're trying to challenge the system to see if you can make a profitable day all day. We started our day at 6. I'll let you guys know when I get offline. And we're just going to head back home and see what we get. All right. So, update. Currently, 1:20. 1:20 is about the time the fiance finally got back from her, 1 o'clock. So I'm here taking my second delivery of the day. Already $20 for the day. I would like to say, right before she needed to go to her appointment, it was $13 for 13 miles. It was within 20 minutes of her needing to go. I could not take it. So there was technically that one, so we could have been at $30 for the day, but we'll continue to do this method as long as we actually want to. So there's a couple different reasons why I wanted to do this. One, I wanted to see if it's actually possible to make somewhat of a profitable day on taking only orders over $10. Second, I wanted to do a challenge today, something that I don't normally or haven't tried to do just quite yet. And thirdly, this is just only the beginning. This is just to get things started of what's to come for this channel. One day I want to do where I do like a donation thing where everything I make in a day is donated somewhere. There's a lot of things I want to do and am very interested in. So if you guys want to help me on that journey, just subscribe to the channel. Help me get there faster. If I'm being 100% honest. So, but now we're heading back home. See what kind of deliveries we get. Hopefully we can get some on our way back home. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting to think of it in a small term of like, yes, it's a longer day, but can we get deliveries? You know, take these $10 deliveries, have a good day, and be a majority at home if it's possible. We're trying to shoot for, you know, 80, 90 bucks for the day, minimum, especially on a Wednesday. It's going to be hard fetch to do on a Wednesday, but I wanted to challenge myself for sure today. So we'll see what we get. If we can, at bare minimum, make 50, I will be very impressed. Very, very impressed. Because it was not a long day at all. Guys, this challenge is killing me. I just got a $7.20 order for 1 mile. And I said no. Hey, man, this is killing me today. I don't know what to do. Had another one was like $7.83 for 3.8 miles. Oh my gosh, man. This is driving me nuts. Alright. This one's a pretty distant order. This is going to take about an hour. I want to update you guys. I did get another order. The fiance ended up getting home and she needed help with the kiddos. So that kind of slowed things down a little bit. But, man, oh man, we got 2 orders. Double. 22.6 miles. We got our first one nearby, and then we got to pick up our second one, and then we got to go into this area. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. But solid. I would have been over 50. I would have been at like, okay, so like 50, 60 bucks if I would have taken the 2 that I couldn't take. One that was right before the fiance's appointment, and the second one right when she got home. It was a double for like 18 miles for 13 something. And I would have been back in time for sure for this one. So this will be a very fun trip. Very, very fun trip. First delivery has been dropped. On to the next one. Almost to the T an hour later. Almost to the T, 5:57. About like a minute or 2 off. Now, we're going to go ahead and take this drive home. I'm going to turn this way. That's an exit. I'm going to try to figure out how to get out to here the best way possibly. On all this stuff. The cool thing and weird thing at the same time is that I've never actually been this far down this way. This brought me all the way to the Willowbrook area in Houston, so very interesting. Very interesting. And from the looks of it, most of the money that I made from this order was all from the trip itself. $15 and a couple cents, and you guys saw what the total was earlier, so they did not tip too well. So I'm hoping that they tip more because the distance, you know, that would be the logical thing to do. You would assume, especially if it's a double. I'm hoping both of them realize that, but we'll see. It's been an interesting challenge. If you guys want to see more, let's get to 25 likes on this video, and I'll do another one. Alright, this is going to be the last one of the day. Honestly, with my first day, I'm surprised! Wednesday! To do it like this, to do it the way I just did it, we'll talk a little bit more after this delivery, but just a little heads up. Getting out of the house only 4 times, that is it. 4 times I've gotten out the house. 2 deliveries I could have taken. There was one for 13 and one for the other, or the one for 13 and one for like 10 something earlier today. So that would have put us, right now we're at 45. We're still waiting on a tip. And we're taking a double right now. It could have put us right at 100 or a little less than 100. I don't know, almost to 100, but I'm impressed. I'm very impressed. So if you guys want to see me do more things like this, like I said, hit that thumbs up button. Alright, so now that I'm a little bit more... That first order was a little bit irritating. Drop off for this one was good because it was the second order I picked up, but the first one was annoying because I was explaining to the employees that I had been waiting for 20 minutes for the order. They said, oh, you might as well just cancel it. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then they were like, yeah, it's going to take about another 15 minutes for it to get finished. Because the order was supposed to be at 7:30. I got there at 7. And so I called support because they, advised me to cancel it. They called the store. And what made me upset about the whole situation was the fact that they said it was ready 6 minutes ago. No, it wasn't. I went inside and kept her on the phone. She didn't really help very much, by the way. Customer support for Uber. Because it pretty much put the blame on me, which I know I didn't. I went back inside and said, stay on the phone, please. And I said, is the order ready for Ashley? And he said, is the order ready for Ashley? He said, let me check. And I told the lady on the phone, you see, I told you it wasn't ready. And she said, well, he told me it was ready 7 minutes ago. I said, that's not true. He's going to go get the order. And then she had the balls to ask me, are you going to wait for the order? If it's ready, I'm going to obviously take it. It's a really decent order. That's why I picked it in the first place. I don't know why you would ask that kind of dumb question. Anyways, I did get a little text from the Uber thing, was this thing helpful? I'm going to tell them no and explain why, because I wanted compensation for my time being wasted there, because there's no reason you should wait 20 minutes for an order, especially even if it's handwritten saying that it should be ready at 7:30. That should have been called ahead or planned ahead or something like that, because I know how the Uber system works, because I've ordered from Uber and scheduled things ahead of time, and that's not how it's supposed to be done. You're not supposed to be able to accept the order right away as a driver. This is the reason why, because it complicates things on that. The only issue I see is if the customer called afterward and say, hey, can you get that order ready at 7:30 instead of now, which is the customer's fault, and it's not my fault. So, in all realness, the only reason I had an issue with it is because I didn't want my first order, or the second delivery I had to pick up, which ended up being dropped off first, to be delayed anymore, because that took a lot longer than it should have. And I don't know how long that first order, or that second order that I had to pick up, was ready at the other location. That's my frustration when it's like that. So, still took them both. We're here now. Alright, so before we end off our day, let's talk about the pros and cons of today. With these orders, taking these $10 orders, you're looking at higher mileage distant-wise. Okay? So, like that 25-mile order. Also, just found out that order, the second customer didn't tip at all. I'm guessing they had like a promo thing or something, but that really sucked to find out that they weren't planning on tipping at all. and then the first one kind of carried that whole entire order itself. Really sucked. And then Uber paid for most of that anyways, $15 from Uber, and then the customer tipped $9. So that kind of sucked. And another con is not knowing these orders that are like that, when you, especially if you take far ones. You've got that. And on the way back, got into some traffic, so that's another con. Another con would be it's very spread out throughout the day. This was just an attempt to see what it would be like on doing only $10 orders. Now, given I did miss 2, so technically I would have gotten a little bit more than the about $60 that I got. I think I'm right at 60 or a little below 60. Another con, wait time was something I didn't factor in because I've never had to wait as long as I did on one of the orders. So that was another con for these high item orders, because I feel like it's more of a responsibility to be a lot faster with higher paying customers. And one of the customers gave me a thumbs down. Now, let me give you a little thing about that real quick. I'm a very particular person when it comes to handling other people's foods, especially when it's a delivery service, because I've been doing deliveries on and off the past couple of years. So I know exactly how to handle stuff. It was in a hot bag. I don't open anything. Everything is very neat. I always ask for extra items: napkins, forks, ketchup, condiments, anything like that. There's always extra in there. So it's really hard to understand why I got 2 thumbs down so far in the last 100 deliveries that I've gotten. It's kind of irritating because I know how particular I am with what I do on that. Anyways, pros. Most of the day I was home. Majority of the day I was home. I've only left the house a total of 4 times. 2 doubles. So, and then 2 singles. So that was nice to know that I only had to leave the house 4 times. Very short amount of trips. Just longer trips. So if you're looking to be like less wear and tear in your car, yeah, I took that 25-mile order one, but still, it kind of paid off in a way. It could have been more, honestly, but you know, you do get less wear and tear in your car if you do these types of orders like this. But I would recommend testing your market, because you don't know what your market's like. Another pro would be I knew what I was getting ahead of time with the amount that I was going to get, and taking only 6 orders and making about $60 on a very casual hourly thing. So I started at 6 a.m. and then finished about 9. Got an order at 9:20, couldn't take that one. Fiance was gone till 2 p.m. Then 2 p.m. to about 5, I took an order or 2, and then got another order that I could have taken, but the fiance was on the way home, so I had to help her out with the kids getting situated for dinner. And then I took a couple more orders. Now we are here at about 8 o'clock at night. Very well. I even took a nap. That's how comfortable and lenient it was to make this amount of money. It's kind of crazy that, you know, I made that on a very casual day, and on a bad day that I usually have around the area, and usually this is the worst day, but on a casual day like this, being able to be at home most of the time and still make a decent amount of money like this. Oh, by the way, I need to go offline. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty gnarly, bro. Also, another con is if you're a person about point system when it comes to Uber Eats, that's what it was. I remember what I wanted to say. It was only on one app. So that was nice to know that on one app, that's how much you can make casually. So with that being said, you'll see the number of what I made for the day. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure you like and subscribe. Favorite, share with a friend or 2 or 3. As always, live free, work hard, and base on. Join me next time for some more delivery content.